If you're a busy professional, a businessman, an entrepreneur, looking to get in the best shape of your entire life, I promise you, this is the last video you will need to watch. And I'm not even here to sugarcoat it. Look, it took me 45 minutes to put this video together, and that's because I wanted to give so much value in this video, so much that you absolutely or literally will not need any other thing and can put yourself in shape. Why? Because in this video you're about to watch, I'm using one of my students who has worked with me for 3 months, and he's a businessman, a father, and a husband, and the way we were able to transform his life from fat to fit in 3 months. And hopefully you can copy the strategies and use for yourself. Who am I though? I'm Clumsy, the technique coach, and yes sir, I'm also an entrepreneur. I run 3 businesses right now, co-own a software company. I do run a personal training company in Dubai where we got certified coaches, training hundreds of people in Dubai, putting them in shape, hundreds of busy professionals just like you watching this video. And I also run an online coaching program where we transform people all over the world in the next 3 months to 180 days and make sure that they're in the best shape of their lives and happy. Now, I recently just sold a restaurant I used to own in Dubai as well. So that being said, just want to let you know I'm a busy professional myself, but I still try to find the time to create content for you guys. I find the time to make sure I give you the value to put you in shape, and also make sure to be in pretty good shape myself. As you can see, if you follow me on Instagram for the past years, I don't know where you're watching from, but I've pretty much always been 10% body fat or sometimes less year round, and always looking muscular and jacked. So regardless of all the busy schedules and all, always find time for me, and I want to teach you how to do that for you. And this video is not about me though, it's mostly about you, and I'm going to be showing you step by step how we did it with my other student Moise, getting him from the point where he was feeling like demotivated, he had absolute no confidence in himself, he couldn't take his shirt off, wouldn't go for parties or pool parties because he got to take his shirt off. There was absolutely no confidence. But right now he is happy, he has a good testimonial, he loves his body, he loves how he feels, and he loves how healthy he is. And hopefully this video can put you in the same spot. Let's go. And here goes, good people, how Moise, a busy entrepreneur and father, dropped 22 pounds of fat and packed on lean muscle in 90 days using the Technique Academy without spending more than 5 hours per week in the gym or cutting out his favorite foods. And yes, again, if you know me, you know that I'm one of those people who always preach you have to enjoy your meals as you do your fitness, as you're running your fitness life. I mean, remember, now I'm saying this is Moise. For example, this is his picture before, right? And this is him 90 days after. I mean, I'm going to show you step by step in a minute, step by step, how we took him there, all the strategies we use and everything, and how it's possible to look this way in only 90 days. However, it's important to know that 90 days is where we get you started. So it's just this where you start. It's like, okay, we've gotten you in shape, now we need you to look absolutely incredible, right? Fitness is a lifestyle and a journey, it's not a destination. That being said, if you cannot eat food you can enjoy, you cannot do it for a long time. And so there's no magic pill, there's no pill you can just take and sleep and just look good, right? We all know that. Okay, that being said, let's get down to before implementing this protocol. Moise was overweight and struggled with stubborn fat and wouldn't budge. He felt insecure and uncomfortable in his own skin, avoiding mirrors and photos. His confidence was at all-time low, making him doubt his ability to change. He avoided taking pictures with friends, always feeling like the fat one in the group. He felt stuck, juggling with business, family, and fitness seemed impossible. I don't know if this is you right now, but hey, I'm here to tell you it's absolutely possible, and it's so easy. It's just the way it's complicated, the way the internet is right now. It's so overwhelming. We hear all the information from left, from right, and people with different genetics are speaking to you, but it's quite easy the moment you just understand some few key things, which I'm going to show you. It's called the core four, right? Time management, scheduling your workout, food and nutrition, accountability, which are all things that makes this easy. But at the time he wanted to get in shape, he was feeling like, you can see his previous picture he sent, right? This is exactly the picture he sent to me before we started. And again, this is him after 90 days, and I will show you the proof just in a minute, right? After implementing this protocol, Moise has never been more confident. He walks with pride and self-assurance, right? He no longer feels the need to tuck in his shirt to hide his stomach. His physique speaks for itself. He posts photos with friends without worrying about being the ugly one in the group. He finally feels in control of his body, his health, and his future. He enjoys life without second guesses how he looks or what others think, which is one of the most important things in life. Oh, jeez, you have no idea. Speaking as someone who is currently an entrepreneur, I run my own businesses, again, and man, oh man, does it feel great when you walk in a room to speak with business partners and all, and you just have that. And hey, I'm only 28 years old, by the way, and I walk into a room of businessmen with 65 years old, 55, four in their 40s, and I'm the youngest in the room. But somehow, I always get the most respect just from my physical appearance, right? Now, this is something many people just kind of minimize, but you have no idea how your physical appearance tells a lot about you. Okay, moving on. So, who is this for anyways? First off, if you're a busy entrepreneur, a father who's struggling to find time for fitness but still wants to lose fat, build muscle, and feel confident in your own skin, this is for you. If you're tired of avoiding mirrors, photos, and pool parties because you don't like how you look, this is for you. If you want to finally lose 20 pounds or more, probably, right, or even not, or maybe you want to just lose that fat, bring your body fat percentage down to something like 10%, 12%, 10% body fat, while building up lean muscle without spending hours in the gym or giving up on your favorite foods, this is for you. If you've tried diet only to gain the weight back and feel even more frustrated, this is for you, right? When you try to exercise, diet, fasting, especially fasting, we all always quickly jump into fasting, intermittent fasting and all, and then we lose a couple of pounds, right? A couple of pounds in like the next 1 week, 2 weeks, we're excited. Okay, but then you suddenly stop fasting and you're not even eating big, you're just eating normal, and 4 or 5 pounds is already up. Well, that's because you just lose water weight, right? Another mistake we do a lot, right? And you cannot remember, you cannot fast forever. There is no way you fast forever. So you have to figure out a way to make fitness something that you can stick to for life and look good, and not just look good, feel good, not just feel good, be healthy, enjoy your life, right? Now, if you're ready to stop making excuses, take control of your body, and build a confident, strong version of yourself, well, guess what? This is for you. Okay, who this is not for? I want to be clear. I like to be a transparent guy, and for those who are just here to have like a quick dopamine or something like that, or you're looking for some sort of entertainment, you should probably go to Netflix or go watch some gym pranks or all. But if what I just read are things that you feel like you're in that position, well, then this is for you. Well, here goes. Who is this not for, right? If you're looking for a quick fix, a magic pill, instead of putting in the work, this is absolutely not for you, right? As an entrepreneur, as a businessman, we all love we all need to be disciplined, and we all already know what discipline is, and we all know what it means to make it, to grow a successful business. Guess what? The physics is the same, right? Now, if you're not willing to make small, sustainable changes to improve your body and health, this is absolutely not for you. If you think you need to spend hours in the gym every single day and follow extreme diets to see results, this is absolutely not for you. If you're not coachable and refuse to follow a proven system that has helped countless men transform their bodies, this is absolutely not for you. If you're not serious about finally taking control of your fitness and confidence, this is absolutely not for you, right? Now, here's the truth. Most people believe you have to follow a strict diet and spend 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day in the gym to get an amazing shape, but that's simply not true. All you need to do is focus on nutrients, dense food, and follow a simple, sustainable diet plan, which I always cry every single time. If you actually know me, if you follow me like on Instagram, and know that's where I got a lot of eyeballs, right? I always say, hey, if you want to enjoy fitness, you gotta eat things you can enjoy, right? You cannot just eat chicken and broccoli every day. You cannot do intermittent fasting forever. Okay. Find a training program designed for efficiency, effectiveness, and real results, right? Prioritize proper supplementation and recovery. Without recovery, there is no growth. And when I mean growth, I don't just mean muscle growth. Now, you have to also remember, losing fat, well, that is growth, people. That is growth, my good people. So if that is you growing from fat to lean, right? So you need, without recovery, it's absolutely impossible. Believe me, trust me. Every time when you kill yourself in the gym and then you come back, you run your business, run your life, run your family life, and you eat good, and then you also sleep good, you wake up in the morning, a couple of pounds have dropped. Why? The body changes when you sleep, when you rest, when you recover. All right, it's very important. You don't have to eat chicken, broccoli, and rice every day to get in shape. You just need to optimize a couple key factors around your lifestyle. All right, and if you want to be like Moise and lose 22 pounds of fat, even more, while building lean muscle, I'll show you exactly. First, step by step. Let's go. Number one, how Moise lost 22 pounds of fat and build lean muscle while still enjoying his favorite food without sacrificing flavor or satisfaction, right? Number two is like how my student, right, Moise again, gained muscle while balancing his demanding entrepreneurial and fatherly duties without spending more than 5 hours a week in the gym, right? Okay, now here's the third one. How my student, again, Moise, transformed his mindset, developing the discipline and confidence he needed to make lasting changes and stay consistent, right? And the fourth one, how Moise, student of mine, again, Moise, right, you use simple actionable habits every day to completely overhaul his fitness, health, and life in just 90 days. All right, now let's get down to it and let's start seeing some real life step-by-step transformations right here, right? So like everything step by step, all proofs, all written down, all put down together just to show you guys. Okay, here goes. Now, here's a brief backstory about my student, just to show you that he's not that different from you. And I had to take a break to say that one because most people always feel like, hey, he just has better genetics. No, he just has more time. Or just make excuses. No, it's absolutely just the same as you, right? He lost 22 pounds of fat and built lean muscle in just 90 days, right? Was able to enjoy his favorite foods without feeling guilty or restricted. Never spent more than 5 hours a week in the gym. Trust me, making fitness work with his busy schedule. Yep, that's how we had to do it, right? Build unshakable discipline and a strong mindset that kept him consistent. It's super important, right? Again, without the mind being there, the body cannot follow, right? Gain the confidence to take photos with friends and embrace his new physique. And someone will be like, I like the way I am. Sometimes it's cool, it's always awesome to like who you are. But then again, why not like who you could be, right? Or why not push to be a better person? And instead of telling yourself sometimes that I like who I am, and just to make yourself feel lazy, make yourself feel better, why don't you actually become who you really want to be deep inside, right? Okay, transform from feeling insecure and out of shape to feeling energized and proud of his body, right? Now, this is a picture of Moise when we started this. You can see him. This is a screenshot of when we just started out the program, and he shared this with me saying, hey, suggest something for my stomach, right? Which is what we all want. The first thing we always need to go down is always the belly fat, right? And also, this is a screenshot, and I decided to put this screenshot with his name, his email address, and everything, so you guys can see. I hope you guys don't go emailing him though. However, here is his weight, right, at 85 kilograms when we started. I don't know if you translated that to pounds. It's probably 100 and in the 70s or 180 pounds or so. I could be wrong, maybe one in the 60s. But anyways, you can convert it after. I'm just going to keep it in kilograms so everyone can understand, right? But to be fully transparent, I made sure to put the pictures right here so everyone can see it and anyone can actually know that, hey, if this guy could do it, I could do it, right? That's why I'm making this a step-by-step thing. Now, the Technique Academy is my proven playbook, crafted through years of trial and error and refined by coaching thousands of clients. It's specifically designed to help you lose 20 pounds of fat, build lean muscle, and achieve your fitness goals without spending more than 5 hours per week in the gym or in the kitchen. The best part is, guess what? You can still enjoy the foods you love while getting in the best shape of your life. Now, I've decided to break this all down for you, and let's give a deep dive, right? Okay. In the following steps, I'll walk you through the entire process step by step of what my student did to achieve this incredible result. By following the Technique Academy's protocol, you too can lose 20 to 40 pounds of fat and build lean muscle and transform your body in less than 90 days, or let's say in 90 days. It's my promise, actually. Let's dive into the exact mode that made this possible. First thing, the Technique Academy, this is how it works. So small changes, maximum leverage, right? Number one, diet and nutrition. Of course, we all know this, but the thing is, what exactly is this? Number two, training and exercise. Everybody knows you need to train, everybody knows exercise, but how? Training split. Do you need to do? How do you need to do it? How do you manage that together with your life and everything? Right. The third one, recovery. Super important. I just spoke about it. Without recovery, there's no progress, right? And the fourth one, mindset and accountability. Hey, if you don't have some sort of accountability and you're just hoping on yourself to motivate yourself every single day, which is awesome, right? But if you just hope to hold yourself accountable, the truth is, what happens when you're in your downest time? Don't you need someone who, at least, to be like, hey, you know what, bro? You can do this. You're awesome, and you can do this. Some sort of accountability, some sort of like, you know what? I got to do this because, someone is watching. No, that keeps you going. Trust me, believe me, super important, right? So let's jump right straight into it. Okay, diet and nutrition. Number one, right? Let's speak a little bit about how we did with Moise. Okay, first thing is we prioritize protein intake. Why? You want to make sure that you're building up muscles, increasing your metabolism. The moment your metabolism increases, you burn fat even when you sleep. How awesome is that? Something we all minimize. We all think we just need to go do treadmill, run, and okay, you fix your diet and all. But trust me, building up some muscles is important. But you have to fill up those muscles with some protein so your muscles can demand more. It's like a car with a bigger engine. So the bigger the engine, the more fuel it consumes, right? The more fuel it consumes, quicker the fuel finishes. See fat as the fuel, and then you understand me. All right. Number two, control caloric intake. Of course, if we're trying to lose body fat, we need to always control the calorie intake and make sure it's somewhere where we can actually achieve that goal. Again, it's super important to understand that it's all about the calories, right? Focus on your nutrition timings. So what I do personally is this: hey, you gotta eat 4 times a day. And when I mean 4 times a day, I mean whether you're losing fat, whether you're building muscle, it doesn't really matter. The important thing is the calories. But these timings are important because the moment you spread out the meals, guess what? There is no hunger, there is no starvation, there is no stress. Like, fitness life becomes awesome, right? Eat whole unprocessed foods, which is like a picture which I put as a screenshot right here. You can see these are the type of meals I recommend, like power oats, right? And you got some juicy chicken and a few veggies right there with some rice and potatoes and ground beef. Awesome. You have to enjoy your meals. It's super important, right? Diet and nutrition, again, we're still in it, right? Stay hydrated. It's super important. People minimize this. Being hydrated helps you a lot to lose the body fat. You have no idea. And remember, that's what regulates the body. 70% of the body is water. if you can always keep that regulated and running, your body is happy. Well, guess what? The moment your body is happy, your cortisol hormone is not always rising, you're going to make way more progress, right? Balance your macronutrients, super important. Proteins, the carbohydrates, fats, you have to figure it out, right? I always go with the 60-40, and I always go with the 60-30 and 10, right? And 60 there's the proteins, 40 there's the carbohydrates, 10 is the fat, right? And then you got the veggies. Veggies still fall in between proteins and carbohydrates, because, like, for example, potatoes still falls on the veggies, and it's all like mostly carbohydrates. So I will just go with this, and trust me, it's awesome, right? Now, optimize digestion, right? Super important, because, well, guess what? It's still about spreading the meals. And if you're not digesting food fast enough, that means you have a super slow metabolism. Well, it's really gonna be hard, right? It's like you would find yourself rather putting on body fat instead. So it's super important. These are the things to work on. You have to work on them to make sure that you're actually hitting those goals, right? Allow flexibility, but stay consistent. Okay. Now, like we said, have meals you can enjoy and all that. But then the biggest thing is the consistency. If you cannot keep on doing the same thing for a long period of time, which is why it shouldn't make it difficult, it shouldn't take you so much time to prepare your meals and all, because you have to figure out a way to do it. Like with Moise, he figured it out. Like, hey, the program which and the recipes we gave him is like he's just following them, so easy to follow, easy to eat, and you can be consistent for a long period of time. With consistency comes results. Always remember that, right? Okay, training and exercise. Here's the big one, right? We all know this, but how do you train? Okay, training and exercise. Number one is like incorporating strength and hypertrophy workout. Now, you want to lift some weights, like I was saying. Don't just go to the gym, do cardio. Funny part, if there is one thing I would say, like if you were to put cardio and training and ask me, hey, what should I choose? One, I'll say, okay, go for the weights, right? Usually you should do both, but I'll say go for the weights. You know why? Because the weights alone, the calories you burn while lifting weights are really less. It's not a lot. However, it doesn't end in the gym, right? You might burn a little bit of calories, but you've stimulated your muscles, and they're going to demand more food, and it's going to increase your metabolism. You're going to lose fat while sleeping. So strength training and hypertrophy is important. Muscle stimulation, right? Which are the protocols we use, is the strategies we use to make sure that you're actually achieving this. And I'm saying this for people who feel like you could just do some cardio. I mean, it's totally fine, but building up muscles is way more faster. You lose weight way more faster this way. Okay. Prioritize recovery and rest and deloading. Okay. What is deloading? First of all, let's talk about it. Deloading is when sometimes you just kind of give yourself a break and, like, you know what, last week was this way, this week I'm just gonna take it easy. So you have to know the right times to do that. You have to know when to rest and recover. Without rest and recovery, believe me, you're gonna work so much but have very small results. It's important to give the body rest so that the body can actually calm down, your cortisol hormone calms down, everything can actually, you grow when you sleep. I'm saying it again, right? The human body grows or changes when you sleep. Okay, using progressive overloads for muscle growth, another technique which we put in to maximize muscle growth. Why? The progressive overload is the most important technique to use in the gym when you're training, right? Simply means this: progressive overload simply means you slowly progress. As you're slowly progressing with your weights, with your training in the gym, slowly overload. It could be your reps, could be your sets, could be your weights, could be whatever. As long as you can do this, you will always make progress. You will always see results, right? This is the one technique you never want to keep out, which we use with Moise, and he's making significant progress. And of course, I've been using this for the past decade. Okay, now track your progress and adjust as needed, right? Super important. You have to always find a way to track your progress. Hey, what did I do last week? What am I doing this week? What am I going to do next week? Now, how has my past month been? How has my past 2 months been? Like, have I been making progress? With me, though, it's always said with me working with Moise, it's more of like, hey, we're going to be tracking the progress week by week. So we're setting these weekly goals and we're achieving them. We're setting these weekly goals and we're achieving them, and we're seeing him stronger. And with my platform, which you can see a screenshot right here, how we schedule exercises, right? You can see this is an example of his chest and triceps day. You can use this on schedule exercises to be something like this. This is going to help you, right? For example, my star reps are 15, 12, and 10, right? So you can go with something like 15, 12, and 10, 15, 12, and 10, 15, 12, and 10. You will see here are some short videos attached to every exercise. This is my personal platform where I shared with Moise and he was using it to train. As he's in the gym, you watch these videos are attached to each exercise, right? And you can just, of course, it's like 10 seconds video. I don't need you watching videos in the gym. I don't need you spending all the time in the gym watching videos. I need you training. I need you focusing on your exercise. I need you actually doing the thing you need to do and which you went to the gym to do. So I got just some like 10 seconds video straight to the point, playing and showing you how to train the right technique, the right form, the mistakes not to do to maximize muscle growth and do not hurt yourself. Train safe. That's how you're consistent, right? And then every exercise that I'm going to be that is scheduled, Moise got it right here, and the reps and the sets, right? So mostly you will see 3 sets and 12 15 12 10 reps, 15 12 10 reps. It's exactly how these exercises were scheduled. And then what we do is on the platform, when he's in the gym lifting, if he did, let's say 15 pounds of dumbbells or 20 pounds of dumbbells, takes like half a second, he just puts it there 20, and it's been sent to me, and I'm tracking his progress. Okay, so we're seeing what he did last week, we're seeing what he did this week, and that's what tracking progress means, right? And now you can see a picture of him just a few weeks later, right, sending me a message, back shaping up. He's being happy, being a little bit proud of himself, which is what we this when he started building up the confidence, right? This is the point where he started feeling like, okay, yeah, I'm getting there, right? You can see the muscles on his back, his lower traps, and his lower lat insertion muscles, his shoulders, right? And I mean, imagine this is you at this point, right? And you've probably never had muscles on your body, and you start feeling. Imagine how it feels, right? Imagine the self-confidence it built. And as entrepreneurs, we want to always have that self-confidence, especially in meetings and when you're doing sales, in everything is sales with an entrepreneur, right? And of course, we already have probably worked on ourselves, but it's super important when you have the absolute confidence, not just in your inner self, but in your outer self as well. Just the way you exert yourself, people just give you that respect, right? So it's important. And this is him being proud, right? Again, don't neglect compound movements. Compound exercises are super important. Most people just go with the isolation exercises, the easy machines and all. Well, guess what? Compound exercises are awesome because it doesn't just hit one muscle. Compound exercise hit about 3 to 4 muscle groups at a time, helping you build more muscle and most importantly, helping you get stronger. So it's not just about being fit, you want to also be strong. All about you being confident with yourself again, right? Optimize nutrition for muscle building, right? Which we already kind of spoke about. It's like, hey, you want to make sure that you're eating the proteins you need to eat, you're consuming the amount of proteins you need to consume per day in order to build the amount of muscle you need to build, right? In Moise's case, we're consuming anywhere between 200 to 210 grams of proteins a day to make sure that he was building up as much muscle as possible while still staying in that calorie count, right? And focus on consistency over perfection, right? Now, it's important to understand we're all trying to be perfect. No one is perfect. I don't think anyone will ever be, but we always strive for perfection. That's what keeps humanity growing and going, right? So you want to focus on consistency while we're trying to hit that perfection, which we all love, right? You want to have that perfect shape, the perfect body. Guess what? It's all shaped by consistency. If you're gonna go today, if we have a program that, okay, look, it's Monday, Tuesdays, and it's also Fridays and Saturdays, right? And then it means Monday, Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. You don't skip a day. You don't not show up because of. We figure it out. We create the time, right? As a businessman, as an entrepreneur, you should have your calendar, and you already know this, right? You have maybe your personal assistant who's doing things for you and all that. And man, you have your own program, you have your own plans. Just don't forget you just don't forget that you're just as important as this business. You're probably more important than this business. You need to be there for your kids, you need to be there for family, and you need to be there for that business. So you're actually first. So you prioritize you first. You make sure that you're always in the plan and you show up every single time. You have to be consistent, right? And that's how we get things done, right? Set realistic goals and achieve them, just like I spoke about. It's like, hey, we set these weekly goals and we achieve them week by week, because if you want to see big results in the next 90 days, it's not that we just start up and after 90 days we're like, okay, so where are we now? No, right? Yeah, it's more like, hey, we've been setting these sub goals every week. We've been achieving small goals, and guess what? After a month, it's a big goal. After 2 months, it's a big goal, and after 3 months, it's a way bigger goal, right? That's how we get this thing done, right? Recovery. Let's speak a little bit about that. Okay, now here's Moe sending me again another some other pictures. This is from WhatsApp screenshots, right? And it's like happy. Hey, look, my bicep, my veins are kind of popping, and he's so happy. This after this was about after 2 months, and it's like, and I was like, you know what? This is why I live in this world. This is exactly why I'm living in this world, for moments like this, to see someone being proud of himself, the work he's been putting in, waking up every single morning at 5 a.m., going and hitting the gym, and you're seeing the progress. It's painful if you have to do it and not see the progress, right? You will not be consistent, which is why you have to always have that game plan, and you know that, okay, you're on the right track, and you trust the process, and all you got to do is just put in the work, right? Talking about recovery here, right? Get enough sleep. Super important, right? Regardless, just like I said, you got business, you got life, you got family, you got everything. Just remember that you're above those things. You're above even your kids. You know why? Because if you're not healthy enough to be there for them, then why do they need you? Right? You need to make sure that you're there for them. You're healthy enough. You're strong enough to be there for them. You're a hero to them, right? And kids will always see you as the hero, regardless. So you have to be that figure, that hero figure to them. You have to be that supreme figure at work, or in your office, or in your business, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman. We have to always be standing up at the top, confident, straight, strong, and everything, right? In the family, the same thing, right? So when you keep that in mind, that simply means you have to put yourself first in order to be the first, to be the best, right? So you have to figure out that, hey, even though it's busy, no, this is my calendar, and this time is my sleeping time, right? This 7 hours, this 8 hours, this 6 hours. But I always recommend nothing less than 6 hours on stressful days. And on days you can catch up with sleep, please make sure to take at least 8 hours of sleep. That will help you live longer, that will help you live healthier, that will help you achieve your goal faster, right? We prioritize rest days, super important, right? So first of all, as a business entrepreneur, you probably cannot go to the gym every single day. I personally don't go to the gym every single day. I train 5 days a week, and I got 2 days rest, and I prioritize those 2 days. They're super important. Those are the days where I kind of focus on other things, and trust me, you feel that maybe that's the day you don't focus on yourself. No, but that's the day you actually focus on yourself more, because what you're doing is you're focusing on your rest, you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on getting recovered, so the next day, or whenever you go back to the gym, whenever you're hitting your weight, you're strong enough to do the things you need to do without breaking down, without feeling like the world is coming to an end, feeling great. Rest days are super important. Scheduling that workout plan and making everything fit in with your busy schedule is super important, right? Use active recovery, right? So normally I would say active recovery is like, hey, even though it's rest day, but we just have to put in a walk, let's go for a walk or so, right? Let's have, imagine you're done for the day and you came back, right? And you took your kids and you're like, hey, you guys want to go have a walk in the park or buy ice cream? And you go just get your kids some ice cream. You guys have a cool walk in the park. Now that's a good time for your kids, but trust me, it's a good time for you as well. That active recovery is putting in a few steps is super important for your health, your mental health. And guess what? These are the things that slowly help you lose fat faster without you even realizing, right? Hydrate properly. Here's another one, the big one. Like we said, if you want the body to always be cool, always be chill, nothing runs without water, not even the car, no machine, no human, no animal. Right? I mean, maybe there is, but generally for humans, water is super important. 70% of the body is water, and replenishing that every single time will really keep your body cool for anything you want to throw at it, right? And that will help you with your progress. That will help you see results way faster, right? Okay, now stretch and foam rolling, right? Now I don't know if you know what this is, but foam rolling is basically kind of a self-massage kind of thing where you kind of just kind of stretch up your muscles a little bit, kind of return them to regular position, work on some little bit of flexibility every now and then, make sure that you remember, it's not just about you being in shape, it's about you being healthy as well. And use a foam roll, it's more of you trying to just give your body a self-massage and to speed up recovery, to be quite honest, right? Here's another one, incorporate mobility walks, right? Just put in some mobility walks every now and then. Could be once a week, could be once a month. You just want to be flexible. You want to be again, it's all about health. You want to be confident that, hey, I can do anything that I set my mind to do, right? And now here's another one, nutrition and recovery, which was spoken about. So when it comes to recovery, nutrition is number one. Get in your proteins you need to take, get in the amount of carbohydrates you need to get in the amount of calories you need to get. And trust me, if you cannot get your protein intake right, your muscles will not recover faster, right? You want to always make sure your protein intake is right so your muscles can recover faster, and you're always feeding your muscles with some sort of proteins, nutrients, or sustenance every single time, which is why, like I said, with Moise, right, I made him eat 4 times a day, even though we're not on any high calories. Our calorie count was anywhere between 1,800 to maximum 1,200, right, in a day, but still eating 4 times. Why? Because when you separate the meals into 4, you eat like breakfast in the morning, then after 4 or 5 hours you eat again, after 4 or 5 hours you eat again, then you have like the last meal after another 4 hours, then you go to bed, right? This constant food in your stomach constantly feeds the muscle, constantly keeps you, first of all, not hungry, constantly feeds the muscle, constantly. The muscle always has some sort of sustenance to keep going, which is super important, right? And use supplements wisely. Okay, now there are a lot of supplements that will help you recovery, help you lose fat, help you build muscle. You want to go with natural supplements, and of course, if you don't want to use natural supplements, up to you. Always check up with your doctor if you want to use anything enhanced, which is to enhance your physique or whatever. However, with Moist, we only use natural supplements, which I recommended, and I'll give you a few. For example, we used there is a fat burner we kind of use, which is called Lipo 6 Black, and then we use a little bit of creatine also to build muscle, maximize muscle growth. Of course, we also used pre-workout and whey protein powder to make sure that he's always getting his proteins in. Now, these are all few supplements that will help maximize your muscle growth and you losing fat, right? And now here's another big one: mindset and accountability. Keeping this in mind, it's like, hey, if you don't first of all have the mindset to start up, you might as well not even do it, because again, remember, without consistency, there is no result. So that being said, you want to first of all have that mindset that no matter what happens, I'm going to do this for me. I'm going to make this happen for me. This is for me, and I'll do it, and I'll make it happen, and I'll be in the best shape of my life. I'll be confident. I'll be able to take my shirt off whenever I want. I'll be able to let my kids see me as a hero. I'll be able to stand in front of a meeting, in front of an event, in front of my employees, or in front of whoever, whatever, wherever, and have absolutely no shred of not being confident, right? Or however you want to put it, but you get the point. Okay, so first of all, you want to have that mindset, and then secondly, you want to have some sort of accountability, that you want to have someone or something to hold you accountable, so that you can keep on doing this that you've said you want to do for you, right? Now, set a clear and achievable goal, right? That's the first thing, right? Again, you will see pictures here of Moise, right? This is him 3 months after sending me his weight, right? And you will see 75 kilograms here now. Now remember, this 75, if you saw the first screenshot I sent, he was 85 kilograms. This is him 75 kilograms, right? And this 75, that's 10 kilograms down, which equates to 22 pounds lost in 3 months. All right. So he's sending me this with a thumbs up, super happy, right? And he's even asking me, can I treat myself with a few strawberries today, right? Or let's make it an only 2 strawberries and right? Because he just loved strawberries that much and he just wanted some extra strawberries. But you get the point. It's important. That's how you know that, hey, look, I'm getting this. So you want to always set those small goals, achievable goals, and just achieve them, right? Like I told you, every week we set those small goals and we achieve them and they become a big goal, right? Visualize your success when you're still starting. This is all about the mindset. You want to know, where do you want to be? What type of physique do you want to have before you're starting? You want to always have that in mind, just like Moise did, right? Embrace a growth mindset and know that, hey, I'm going to be having changes and I'm willing to go through this, right? Consistency over perfection. We spoke about this again. It's like you want to always have the consistent. You want to always make sure that whatever happens, you're consistent and you're giving yourself what you need to give yourself, the time you need to give yourself, the things you need to give yourself first, so you can be there for every other thing. For your family, business, whatever, you can be there. You want to always keep yourself first, so you have to show up, you have to be consistent. Okay. Accountability and partners. All right. Here, talking about accountability. So you can find accountability in partners. For example, if you have your wife, right, or if you have whoever, your spouse, girlfriend, it doesn't really matter, or you have a friend, partner, whatever, whoever, you can do it together, right? And you can hold each other accountable. So when you're always doing it together with a partner, the truth is you don't want to let them down, and because of that, you push yourself. So you keep on, you stay on track. That's super important. And here's another screenshot of Moise, right, with a different physique now after 3 months, looking great. And guess what? We're setting new goals, baby. He's about to build up some serious amount of muscles now, right? Track your progress is super important. We spoke about that. You have to make sure that, hey, as time is passing by, you're tracking your progress week by week and making sure that last week you did way better than this. Next week you're doing way better than this week, and this week you did way better than last week. Super important, right? Develop a mental toughness, right? Which is something that as an entrepreneur you probably already know. You're not a stranger to it, because there is no successful businessman who successfully built a business and does not know what mental fortitude is. Right? It takes so much to build a single business, so you already know it takes just as much to build your physique as well. So you're not a stranger to mental toughness. Just implement the same secret, just implement the same procedure, and trust me, you will be happy, right? Celebrate your wins always. This is super important. Just like you saw in the previous screenshot, he was like, hey, I'm gonna give myself a treat of some extra strawberries and all. And I was like, no, it's all good. You can do that. Like, I mean, congratulations, you've been putting in the work, you've done so great for yourself. You might as well give yourself a treat, right? Always celebrate your wins so you stay motivated and keep on going. Mr. Moise. Moise found balance. Moise found the perfect balance, right? He just found like, hey, this is what I needed. This is how I can just fix everything, and I kept going. He found the right habits that made him proud of himself and gave him confidence. He found the perfect balance in his diet that allowed him to eat the food he wants while still being able to build his dream physique, right? Before and after, you can see in the screenshot that he's super happy. He's like, I wish, unfortunately, I couldn't exactly show his face because he didn't want that. But kudos to him, though, he did actually accept that, hey, you know what, you can use me. And the reason I use him is because he's one of my recent recent success stories, right? I'm going to try to do more videos like this to motivate as many people as possible, show them the way and how to do stuff like this, right? Because like he found the perfect game plan, something he could stick to for the rest of his life, right? And I'm hoping that whoever's watching this can follow this process and also do the same for himself, right? Now, what my client had to say, or what Moise had to say after this, I used to live a life with no struggle, no meaning, and no goals. I felt worthless. I always knew I was meant for more, but I didn't know how to proceed. But my life My entire life changed when I found the right habit. And now I can still have fun with my friends, eating the food I enjoy when I go out. I have ultimate independence and freedom, and I feel confident in everything I do and everything I wear. Don't you want to have to say this? Don't you want to have this type of success story? This is Moise and his own success story, and these are his words I'm reading to you right now. Right now that you understand exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you watching this. Tired of carrying extra weight and feeling sluggish throughout your workday? Are you frustrated with fitness plans that damage too much time and don't fit your busy schedule? Are you done with setting health goals only to fall off track due to business and life commitment? And are you ready to be in great shape without sacrificing your time or productivity? Are you ready to follow a streamlined system designed for your busy entrepreneurship? And are you ready to get in great shape without sacrificing your time or productivity? Are you ready to follow a streamlined system designed for busy entrepreneurs? Are you ready to build lifelong habits that keep you fit, confident, and performing at your best? Are you? Right now, these are questions which I'm asking you, and hey, if this is you and you're ready to lose 20 to 40 pounds of fat, build lean muscle without wasting time in the gym or in the kitchen while enjoying your favorite food in less than 90 days, you can always follow this procedure the same way which you just heard either do with Moise, or if you don't want to have to do the try and see and all the stuff like that and have to see if this works for me, that works for me. You just want the proven strategy that I've been using with hundreds of my clients, just like I did with Moise. You can always just click the link in my description or on my profile, right, and send me a short application. Just fill the short application form. If I find you qualified and ready to put in the work, I'll reach out to you. We'll hop on the Zoom call, book a call together. You share your life with me, you share your struggles with me, and see how we can help you get you to that point in the next 90 days. Just like Moise right now is setting his new goals to build muscle, I would like you to be the one setting your own new goals in the next 90 days. And it's your boy here, Clumsy, your technique coach. Hope this helped you, and I'm signing out. Bless up.